Okay, story time. So yesterday I left the house to go run some errands, and what's funny about it is I hopped in my car. It was cold, and I really didn't want to get out to go check my mailbox, but something just told me, "Girl, just go check your mailbox. You might have some TikTok shop samples, some important mail in there. Just go ahead and get it." And normally, what I do is I'll go run my errands, and then I'll come back so I don't have to get out the car and get close to my mailbox and get my mail out of it and stuff, and then go home. But for some reason, something told me just to get my shit, put it in my car, so that when I get back, I can just go straight to the house. So lo and behold, I'm out in town and I get a phone call from one of my neighbors. And they're like, "Hey, this lady is here at my house looking for you." And I said, "Huh?" The woman had already left. And she's like, "Oh, well, she's in your driveway now, and I'm not home." And she comes to my door and I have like the Ring camera or whatnot. And I see her on there and stuff. And I told her, "Okay, I'll call you back. I see her on my camera. I'll call you right back," or whatever. So I'm trying to answer the Ring camera because I realized on my car while I'm driving, I have that auto car connecting thing, so it won't let me answer the Ring alarm on the camera while I'm driving, which is, I get it. It's a safety thing or whatever. And so I seen the lady, I seen her car. She sat there for a few minutes and then she left. So then I was thinking, oh crap, I'm like 10 minutes away from getting back to my house to see what's going on or whatever. So I get back home, and as I'm about to turn on my street, I notice my mailbox is gone. She accidentally backed into my mailbox and cleaned it pure off the pole. So I don't have a wooden mailbox situation. Ours are made out of those nice decorative metal poles with the decorative scallop underneath the mailbox or whatever and stuff. And it was clear off the pole. The pole's kind of slanted back. And if I can find the picture that I took yesterday, I'll include it in this video. But so what I did is I got out and I looked. I was like, "Oh my gosh, my mailbox! My mailbox was crushed in the front. The pole is actually leaning back." And like, we really don't have mailbox issues in our neighborhood because you got to drive slow or whatever. But what happened is she drove into my road and realized she was going down the wrong way, so she backed back really fast. And she said she thought that her car would have made like the beepy beepy noise, like when you get too close to something, but it didn't. And I'm guessing she must have backed back really fast, which she kind of did because I did see a video from another homeowner's footage or whatever. Like you could hear when it crashes and stuff. And she hit the hell out that damn mailbox. Only mine. There's three of them there together. She only hit mine and like destroyed it. But lo and behold, I was like, oh crap. So I picked my mailbox up, I put it in the car or whatever, and I get to the house or whatever, and she left a note with her name and number on it saying she was sorry for hitting my mailbox and that she would replace it. Now, most people would have just left. Yeah. And I called her, and she was explaining what happened. So I'm more so concerned with her being okay, not being hurt or anything like that. And she was like, "Yeah, she'll replace it. That's fine." She was like, "Oh, you're so nice about it," and all this. I was like, you can replace a mailbox. You kind of can't replace the people and stuff. So she told me to get the information on her mailbox or whatever, and she'll replace it or whatever. So I get off the phone with her, and so because you could tell she felt so remorseful for it happening. It was an accident. So I'm looking up the mailboxes. Them things are $400. Yes, $400 for freaking mailboxes. What? Mailboxes are $400. And I tried to look for the cheapest option possible that looks like the same mailboxes within my neighborhood. So my exact identical one didn't exist anymore. They changed a little bit of the scallop, so the scalloping is a little bit shorter now and stuff. But my neighbors across, theirs is the same exact mailbox, but it's the shorter scallop. So I sent her the cheapest one I could find. It was still like $400. Like, it was insane and stuff. So I sent it to her, and I told her, unfortunately, this is the cheapest or whatever. And so she placed an order, and she said, "Hey, I'll have my husband come over and install it back for you and stuff." And it was nice. And we got to talking, kikiing and everything and stuff, because we don't even know each other. Honestly, I don't even know if she even lives in this damn neighborhood, but she sent me proof to my phone that she ordered my mailbox and all that stuff. But I was just very thankful that she was an honest person. That was the biggest part of it, because most people would have just hit it and left and didn't give a damn, because obviously there's some car damage somewhere and stuff, but other people would have just left. So I thought it was, really, really nice and refreshing to see there's still some honest people in the world. So that was my little story time for today. Stay tuned for more. I think we'll just make a photo and just like talk about stuff that just be happening and stuff. So stay tuned for more. Thanks for watching.